Okay, good morning, everybody. Hope you are having a good day so far. It's Monday, start of the week. And let's talk about the game last night. Man, what a game that was. Wasn't it? The Jets came out ready. They put up a fight and they. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. No, that must have been another dream I had last night because the Jets stink. I'm going to put this to you flat out. This team stinks. They came out last night, and I mean, once again, primetime television. All this Devontae Adams is here, and we're gonna move on. But this team stinks, and I don't know. I don't know if it's the talent is just overrated, or I don't know if the coaching isn't getting what they can out of the talent they have. I don't know what this is. But last night's game was so embarrassing. Like, it's getting to the point now where I'm ashamed to even wear a Jets shirt or a Jets hat when I'm out in public because you can see people snickering at you in the background. This team now supposedly, okay, let's go back to last season. Let's just take a nice time travel back to last season. Does everybody remember all the rhetoric? All we are a quarterback away. Zach Wilson is holding this team back. Zach Wilson is the problem. Every time the Jets won, it was because the defense won. Every time the Jets lost, it because Zach Wilson lost the game. I remember it well, and I'm sure a lot of you do. Now, I'm not a Zach Wilson truther or whatever kind of stupid shit they would come up with last year. I just know that he was a young guy, got thrown into a shitty situation, a shitty team, his first time head coach, first time play call, first time everything. And he failed. Okay, so he failed. Now he's on the Broncos third string or whatever it is he does. But I just want to get back to this point. That was the rhetoric last year. We just are a quarterback. Zach Wilson's holding this team back. At this point last year, the Jets were 4-3 with Zach Wilson. Now they're 2-5 with Aaron Rodgers. And nobody, in my opinion, wants to attack the elephant in the room here is that Aaron Rodgers is just not that good anymore. He is a very mid quarterback now, and I'm not taking anything away from the guy. The guy's done things that I'll never do in the sport, and he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I get all that crap. But the fact of the matter is now is that the Jets put all their eggs in Aaron Rodgers' basket. They've gotten him the players he's wanted. They've gotten rid of coaches he didn't want. And don't fool yourself for 1 second. He had some kind of a hand in Robert Saleh getting canned. I don't give a shit what anybody says. He did, whether directly or indirectly, but something. He had something to do with it. But anyway, so he's gotten everything he wants. He got his buddy Hackett in there, who, by the way, is now demoted. Somebody else is calling to play. Todd Downing or whatever his name is. Now he's calling the plays, and it looks to me like the same plays, very predictable plays. There's nothing tricking the defense, or there's nothing. This looks like a bad high school team with the plays they make. So nothing's changed. So Saleh's gone. Ulbrich is lifted up into the interim head coach position. Nothing's changed. He's the same guy. Goes to after a game. Yeah, we're gonna do better. Yeah, we're all gonna try harder. I promise. Come on, man. And so what we witnessed last night was a team that was up 15-6 at one point. Now, Rodgers throws a pick. I know it hits Garrett Wilson in the face or in the shoulder. I don't know if he wasn't paying attention or he thought the Steelers player was going to deflect it, so he kind of winced away from it. I don't really know. All I know is it bounces off of him, goes into one guy's hand, and off he goes to the 2-yard line. Okay, so, and they score, and that was it. Jets can't rebound. They can't rebound from things, from negative plays like that. After that, it was awful. So they went from 15-6 to 37-15 loss. The offense scored 15 points last night. None in the second half of the game. None. 15 points last night this team scored with Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall. 15 points. This is just unacceptable, and it's embarrassing to watch this team anymore. It's every time football comes up on Sundays, I'm not even excited about it anymore. I kind of dread it, because, oh God, the Jets are on. Oh no. So last night was a complete and utter embarrassment. It's a debacle. This team is pathetic. And it's hard to understand where this is coming from, really, because if you have players that are really talented, then even if your coaches kind of suck, You still have veterans. These are not these guys. You're talking about guys now that have been around the league. These are all Rodgers' buddies. Lazard, Devontae Adams is on the team, and now everybody's going to say, "Well, that was his first game." When does it stop? When do the excuses with this team stop? Oh, Rodgers just come back from an injury. Oh, we just one player away. Well, now we're a receiver away. Now we got him. They still get their asses kicked. Now Hassan Reddick finally is coming back because he got the money he wanted or whatever his problem was. So you think this is going to make a difference? Does anybody sitting here really listening to this think this is going to make a difference? This is a 2-5 team, everybody. The season's over. So my concern mostly, because I don't care if they beat the Patriots Sunday or not. I don't give a shit. That means nothing to me. They've got tough games coming up, the Colts, the Texans, somewhere along the line. These are easily 2, maybe 3, 4 more losses. This team won't win as many games as it did last year. Remember, I'm telling you that. So my concern now is this season, obviously, I don't care what anybody out there is in fucking dreamland. This season's over. So what about next season? Who do we have for next season? What do we just lose games so we can maybe get a top 7, 8, 9 pick, maybe get a QB out of there? Who do we have? Tyrod Taylor? He's the ultimate backup quarterback in the NFL history. Well, who do we have now? Rodgers is going to be gone. He's never going to come back to this team let's give it one more shot. There's no way he comes back. If this team goes nowhere, he's gone. And Devontae Adams, I don't know, is he on the team for a year, 2 years? Who knows? But it's going to become time next year when these rookies are going to want something. They're going to want to get out. They don't want to lose. I saw last night, I was watching the game with one of my friends, and every time the camera showed Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner sitting on the bench, they already have that look. They have that look of defeat. They're Jets players. I could see, I even mentioned that. Look at their faces, man. Look at how these guys look. They look beat already. They look like they're defeated. They look like Jet players. They're losers. That's what they do. And it's almost to me like they see it. I can see it in their faces now. And so these guys next year, what are they going to want to do? They're going to want to continue. These rookie contracts are going to start coming up. And these guys are going to I don't know, man. Maybe I want to look around because I don't want to be a fucking loser my whole career on this organization. Because that's what this team is. So what do we have next year? My concern is next year we're going to start all over again. New quarterback, new coaching staff, new this, new that, and the fucking ball just keeps rolling downhill and rolling downhill. That's what's going to happen next year because we put all our eggs into a 40-year-old plus quarterback's bag that is not the guy he used to be, and nobody wants to admit it. If this is Zach Wilson, they would be throwing him under a train into Subway. But it's Aaron Rodgers. So, no, we can't say it's Aaron Rodgers. We got to say now it's coaching or now the team's talent is overrated. Nobody wants to address the elephant in the room is that Aaron Rodgers is not the player we thought he was going to be. He's not the player he was even 2 or 3 years ago, 4 years ago. He's not that guy. When he throws the ball, I saw him last night throwing the ball off his left. He was throwing the ball so awkwardly at times last night. Even my friend knows, why is he throwing the ball like that? I said, maybe he just doesn't want to put pressure on his leg. I don't know. I can tell you this now, though, that this is not the same Aaron Rodgers that was 3, 4, or 5 years ago. He just isn't. He just isn't. He throws picks now, and he even at some points I saw him giving up on plays last night. He's not the guy that they thought they were. But the problem is now is they put all their eggs in his basket. We have a guy who's really just bordering on retirement, and this is a team that they think was going to take him. This guy was going to take them to the promised land. And he can't do this by himself. He just can't. The defense, please, come on. This is a bottom 5 defense, not a top 5 defense. And Hassan Reddick, I don't give a shit who. Lawrence Taylor's not going to change that. This defense is just bad. I don't know if it's poorly coached. The penalties they get all the time. The missed tackles. My God, they started right off the bat with the missed tackles last night. It's just terrible. I want to say there's too much talent on this team to be this bad. But then again, I'm so confused now that maybe there isn't too much talent on this team. Maybe the talent is just simply overrated. It's either one or two. Either we have talent that is grossly overrated, or we have a coaching staff that is so bad you can't get the talent out of these guys. So which is it? Is it maybe both? Maybe they are a little overrated and the coaching staff just stinks. So that's a combination that just creates a team that plays like they did last night. Just terrible. So 2-5. Season's over. I got nobody. Don't think for 1 second that this is going to turn into one of those Aaron Rodgers going relax, relax. Like this is bullshit. This attitude, this blasé attitude that he has is just not going to work here. This season is over. There is no relaxing. This is the Jets. This is what they do. This is how they play. Last night was probably. This could very well be the most embarrassing game that I've seen him play all season, and there's been already a few. I said many videos ago in mine, if anybody watches them and remembers, I said this team could go on a 4-game losing streak and end up 2-5. And sure as shit, that's where they are, 2-5 on a 4-game losing streak. So I hate to say I was right, but I can't be the only person that said that way back then, because I knew then that this team's in trouble. You could see the way they play. They are not good, and they are not a good football team. The season's over. So where do we go from here? Okay, so we beat the Patriots. Now then we're 3-5. I think they got the Colts after that, or the Houston Texans, or somebody who's playing good football. This team could be very easily 3-7, maybe 3-8, and this it's over, man. This is another season where all this hope and hype and all this crap, and this is just the Jets being the Jets. This is what they do. So I hate to say it, and I really do hate to say it, but when I do, but. The season's over, so now we got to move on to next year. What are we already thinking about next year? Who, what, another rebuild, another 4 or 5 years of starting over. When is it going to end, man? You know, when is it going to end? When are they going to realize they got to stop hiring these first-year head coaches? Get somebody with some experience. Get somebody in this team, in this organization that knows how to win, because they hire guys that don't know how to win. You think Robert Saleh, because he was the defensive coordinator on 49ers, knows how to win? That's a big difference between a coordinator and a head coach. And you see what the difference was. Nobody respected the guy. There's no accountability for bad plays, bad penalties. There's nothing. There's just absolutely nothing. The ball just keeps on rolling. Things just keep on going as normal. And what's normal now with Jet fans is the team is bad. They have super amounts of supposed talent on the team, and yet they're not as good as they were last year with Zach Wilson getting the ball hiked to him. So much for that. But I think it's time for everybody, every Jet fan, every sports, I don't care, any sports cast, anybody, to admit the fact that this guy is not what he was. He just isn't. He's not going to be able to carry this team to any place. I don't care if it's Devontae Adams. I don't give a shit who's on the team. It doesn't make no difference. Last night was an embarrassment. It was just another debacle, just another typical Jet game. But anyway, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. I'd like to hear your comments, your opinions, your ideas of stuff. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a great deal. I hope everybody has a great day. Listen, at least we got the Yankees in the World Series. So we have something to be proud of and to look forward to, because our two football teams, the Giants and the Jets in the New York City area, I mean, not the Bills, stink. Both of them stink. So that's pretty much a done deal. At least we got the Yanks in the World Series. I'm looking forward to that. A great deal. Dodgers won last night. Unfortunately, the Mets got beat. But I'm looking forward to the World Series. At least we have that to talk about. But as far as the Jets goes, the season's over, kids. That's the end of it. 2-5. They're not going anyplace, this team. So everybody have a great day. Leave me a comment below. Hit that like button and subscribe to my channel before you head out. Everybody have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye now.